And now it's time for another St. Louis 7 following an episode on OT with Oliver. This one had a ball, talked Lions Choice, talked Panera, talked about Michael Kupstas growing up in Boston. And really, before we get to the St. Louis 7, Michael, talk to me about Operation Food. It's Operation Food Search. Everybody should know more about it.
It's a great organization here to really help those with food insecurity in the greater St. Louis area, and one that we've been able to team up with at Lions Choice to help address the growing needs in the community. You know, COVID has had challenges for all of us, but particularly children and families in this market who don't really necessarily always know where their next meal or how consistent meals will be. So Operation Food Search, doing what's needed in this community to basically take away the pain of hunger. And it's a great organization, and we're doing our best to try to support them during these times.
Good stuff. All right, St. Louis 7, first question we ask everybody, especially those who are not from St. Louis. How long did it take you to figure out we're kind of obsessed with where people went to high school?
Oh, like immediately. Like, I don't think I stepped ground without knowing that part.
At Lion's Choice, au jus or horseradish?
Both.
I do both.
I do too. That's my order.
Do you have a favorite concert that you've ever seen?
Eagles.
Hell Freezes Over tour or before that?
Before that.
And in St. Louis, do you have a favorite sporting event?
Love Cardinals. Okay. Love Cardinals. Yeah, share some tickets and don't want to miss a game.
When you are in St. Louis, you encounter 10 stop signs. How many do you roll?
Do I have to answer that one? Two.
You don't have to give your license plate. That's how many you roll.
That's always my concern, right?
In the podcast, we talked a lot about how influential you were for the growth of Panera Bread, St. Louis Bread Company. What's your go-to when you go to St. Louis Bread Company?
Oh, you picked two. I love the classic stuff. I always do a soup and sandwich, but I'll tell you, my favorite soup in that organization has always been black bean soup. So it's really great. I rotate those sandwiches around, but it's got to be you pick two.
More than the broccoli cheddar?
More than the broccoli cheddar.
Do you go bowl or do you go in the bread?
No, I just go the bowl. I got to watch my waistline now. It used to be the full sourdough bowl, or boule, as we used to say, the boule.
When people ask you about St. Louis, and again, you spend a lot of time here. I'm not saying that, you don't live here and do all these I'm just saying you have a network of folks who are not from St. Louis and they ask you about the town. What do you tell them?
Well, I tell them, first off, it's where I raised my family and where my kids went to high school. So how's that? I can always avoid the where I went to high school in St. Louis piece. It's home for me. And I think, there's a lot of similarities of St. Louis with the East Coast. And I think that's has been a real comfort for me, having spent, a 5-year living plan across the country. But I tell them it's a food market, it's a sports market, it's a family focused market. And when you pull all those pieces together, it's a great place to raise a family. It's a great place to work. It's a great place to be part of the community. I think that makes things really special.
I agree. Last question. Again, if you want to hear the podcast, it's OT with Oliver, wherever you got your podcast. Look, man, you've accomplished a lot of stuff. You could be retired. You don't have to be doing this. There's got to be a reason you're involved with Lions Choice, and it's because you're proud to be involved with Lions Choice. Last question. What makes you proud to be involved with Lions Choice?
The people. I love the fact and the concept that I can actually maybe make a difference in people's world by providing some leadership and guidance is just huge to me. It's all about the people. It's all about the culture we develop. And I feel like it's the most gratifying part of being a leader.
Michael, appreciate the time. Stay healthy, stay good.
You too. Thanks. Really appreciate it. Have a great day.